Okay. All right. So the topic today is something I wanted to just kind of touch on. A quick topic. Um, basically, I got forwarded an Instagram post, and the Instagram post was pretty much talking about. It was a girl. It was a girl, and a guy reposted it.
Mhm.
Her opinion on single mothers and the credit that they get in relation to the blame they should get in a particular situation. So I guess this girl, she made a post. A guy saw it. He thought it was interesting. So he reposted it to see what people thought about her opinion. And then
Yeah.
somebody that I know saw the whole thing and sent it to me. And when I watched it, I thought it was an interesting topic that I didn't necessarily agree with. You about to say something?
Oh, I was just gonna say that pretty much the what she was saying is that it's really interesting how when a child, mainly male children, when they grow up and become successful, then it's all the mom's hard work that got them there. But if they grow up and become a psycho killer or something, then it must be the father's fault because they weren't around. And so she was pretty much saying how she feels like the mother should be held responsible for, whether the son does well or whether your child in general, we won't specifically say um, male, but if, like if your child becomes successful, it should be just as much yours, like you get the acknowledgement for that just as much as if your child turned out to be bad. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Oh
Right.
no, I'm about to die. Oh,
Did you?
no, I didn't. I don't know what happened.
I
It was
still
almost like
want.
I ain't know how to jump.
I got you. I moved this camera. I put the camera in the wrong spot. All right. Hold on. Let me move this camera.
Okay, but you go ahead.
All right. Hold on. Let me move the camera. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So, like you say, basically, that's what you was. So you was explaining what the girl was saying. You know.
Mhm.
And when I saw it, I read the comments because when I listened to and heard what she said, I didn't agree with it. Um, because I don't think that you know the mother should get equal amount of blame if she's a single mother. The blame for the lack of success that her kid has should be equal to the praise that she would get if the kid was successful. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really agree with that because I think that. Hold on, let me hear. You
Oh, my
died?
bad.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Man, this big motherfucker strong.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, but I just didn't agree with it because I think that when it comes to a single, and this not even limited to a single mother. This is a single parent. Period. That the odds are already against you, in my opinion, in raising a child to be as successful or to be, let's say just a, in general, a good citizen.
Mhm.
I feel like you have a lesser of a chance to do that than a child that's coming from a two-parent household. I feel like by design, um, kids have a better chance to thrive coming from a two-parent household. Now we know that single parents do it and they make it happen, but I just think that it's a harder task. I mean, it's just common sense. It's a harder task, and I don't think that is really meant to be like that. You know what
Look
I'm
who
saying?
that is over there.
Who that? The pot. Oh yeah, he over there
Mhm.
chilling.
This little raggedy ass. You see him in yours
Yeah, he
too.
a ghost. Oh yeah, he a ghost on my screen.
Uh-huh. That just and that confirms who it is.
Yeah,
Keep going, I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that's cool. But yeah, so I didn't agree with it because when I saw the comments on his post, like over like 90% over.
Like everybody was sitting there saying, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. And somebody even made a comment that, children who's raised in a dad only household come out better than. And I'm like,
yeah.
what is
They said it was some
this?
statistics. I saw that saying that it's the statistics that say that a single parent that's a single father has more success with raising a child than a single mother or something like. Now I don't know if that's true or not, so I'm not
I
gonna
don't know
discredit
if it's
that.
true either, but it's just
But
like, where does this come and even, like, why is this even, why was that
yeah, because
even?
this wasn't really about a single mother versus a single father. To me, they used a single mother in this equation because that was more common
Yeah, that's
than a
what I
single
thought
father.
also. But then it almost
But
turned into those comments almost turned into like a mother bashing type of thing going on, in my opinion, from what I was reading. And I was just like, where is all of this coming from?
yeah,
But, you know.
yeah, but yeah, to me, I kind of really just pretty much focus on the single parent period. You know what I'm saying? Not even limiting it to a single father. You know, I mean single mother. But I mean, in a nutshell, I don't think that uh, a single mother that raises a kid to be successful, when they get the praise for doing it, I don't think they should get equal. Um, what's the what word I'm looking for?
Disdain, I don't know.
Disdain, discredit, equal discredit, or whatever you want to use. If they raise the kid to be, by my terms, like let's just say like a menace to society that's out here robbing and stealing and killing. I don't think that she should get equal blame compared to the credit she would get if she raised a successful kid because I think when the odds are against you, you deserve credit. You know what I'm saying? For raising a
Hmm.
kid that's success. You deserve the kudos because the odds are against you. You know, when you're a single parent and if the kid don't come out to be as successful, or let's just say a problem. You know what I'm saying? A problem to society. I mean, it's a high chance of that if a single parent is raising a kid because it's just you versus a kid that's coming from a two parent household. You
Yeah,
got
and
two.
then
Go ahead.
if we're gonna be honest about it, lately these kids are coming from two-parent homes, and they the ones running these streets ragged and being badass kids out here robbing, stealing, wearing pooh shiesty masks and doing all the terrible things that they make it seem like these single-parent
Ooh.
kids be doing.
Right.
You know,
Right.
they be the ones coming from these suburbs, these nice homes with the money, and they want to be the ones running the street and acting like they hood rats and stuff.
Right.
I personally feel like it doesn't. One, it's harder when you're a single parent. I came from a single parent household. I ain't running no fucking street. I ain't never was interested in running the street or anything of the such. However, you know, like my kids are, I'm a single mother. My kids aren't out here thinking about killing people or robbing people or doing anything crazy like that. They're just regular old kids.
Mhm.
And so it's interesting. However, I think the end result is this. It's just based on how you raise your children, the morals that you teach your children and you instill in your children, what you teach them. I mean, because everybody know what's right and what's wrong. What's happening now, especially with the current culture, is that everybody wants to be popular, everybody wants to be seen. Not like that's anything new, but what tends to be popular now is people being out here running the street,
Mhm.
being, like just out here doing whatever the hell they be out here doing. And all of those things don't really fall into the realm of good character, good morals. And I think that if you teach your kid, like not to try to follow these trends and not to be trying to chase fame and fortune by robbing people or doing whatever. I think that that's what really makes the difference. I
Right.
don't think I mean, like, it's harder when you are a single parent because you're not home all the time to watch them the way they need to be watched, to direct them the way they probably need to be directed. There's actually a hole here, so we can go down this hole, I think.
Okay.
And that'll
Well,
take
down
us
here.
back to, yeah, and that'll take us back to where we were.
Okay.
Um, there's a item right here. Let me pick it up. Yeah, so I didn't realize that until until my playthrough. All right. So, anyways, but you know, like, it just kind of seems like when you it's like when you're a single parent, you don't really have the time, unfortunately, to invest into your children all the time the way you would if, especially if you have multiple children, the way you would if it was two of you. But it don't change the outcome of your children. I don't think it matters if you're a male, female, married, single. If you raise your children the right way, I don't think you have to worry. I'm not worried about my children turning out to be bad. I mean, like, to be fair, sometimes people just got mental issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we can't discredit the fact that there are people out here who have trauma. That it doesn't matter how good of a lifestyle they were raised with or have or know or anything like that. Like, they're going to be doing bad stuff because that's just where their brain takes them. And then, like, but I don't think that, and in that case, it's nobody's fault. Like, we are not in control of the mental stability of our children. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like, in those cases, it's just like you just kind of just gotta get them help where you see they need help. However, like, I think that it just comes down to how you raise your children. If you raise your children with the right morals, if you not sitting here hyping them up, making them think that running these
Mm.
streets and doing all of this and all of that is the right thing to do, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen it. I've been around people who encourage their children to run the street and be out here fighting, and they be making it sound like, yeah, when I was younger, I used to do this and I used to do that. Like that's the right answer.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they be confused when they kids want to sell drugs or they want to be out here robbing when you was just telling them stories about how when you was younger you used to be out here stealing and robbing and you had all this money and y'all don't know because when I was younger I used to be cool and all of this and all of that. What kind of direction are you setting your children into? You know what I mean?
Right.
So is those type of things that I personally feel like, like, when it comes down to it, that's what makes a difference.
Right.
You can have both parents, both all the grandparents, the aunties, uncles, everybody involved in their life. But if y'all sitting here, like, engaging in the wrong type of stuff around them and making them feel comfortable about it, or you're gonna have to leave and I'm gonna have to come into your game because there's a door. Because I was about to say, I don't even know where we're supposed to go from here.
Oh,
Walk in front of me. Oh, it's
it's a
exactly what I
misty
thought.
door.
I was about to say, why? That's what I was about to say. Walk in front of me, and just in case there ends up being a misty dart, I'm not
Oh,
ready to
okay.
do that. So I'm gonna send you out, and then I'm gonna come to you
Okay.
because you hadn't gotten this grace light,
All right.
or did you get this grace light?
I don't know. I don't even know what this grace light is. I don't know if we made it.
I need to level up anyway. I mean, I need to not level up, but I need to rest anyway. But that's what I think. And and unfortunately, like, people out here, that's what they make. That's what y'all are popularizing categorizing. Y'all making it seem like it's okay to be out here running the street, getting into fights, robbing from people. I mean, I'm not saying specifically that's what y'all doing, but like I don't support hustling. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I don't even, there's certain terms that I won't even use with my children. You know what I mean? It's just
What
like, okay,
am I? What I'm doing?
this
Some of
isn't
you
the,
here? Okay, not
you're
here,
gonna
right?
go to the Dragon Temple, Grace Light.
Okay. Okay.
That like my son, he, was inspired by West on making clothes. So now, like he trying to find a job. I'm not categorizing it as him hustling. I'm not categorizing it as him, like, I don't know. The only colloquialism I know is hustling. I don't know what other term it is. That doesn't literally specify, like doing other stuff. But I'm not, I mean, like, if you want to work, that's working.
Mhm.
That's a job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to put any other term on it because in my mind, hustling to me that I grew up hearing meant that you was selling drugs.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you was robbing and then selling that stuff out the trunk of your car. Like hustling wasn't no job.
Right.
And so even if he's creating his own business, I want him to be aware of what it is that he's doing under the correct terms because I'm not interested in my son being involved in no bullshit.
Right.
And that's what it is for me. So where I found like we gotta jump back down this way. You want me to go? I'll go
What? Go
first.
down this way?
Cause you in my way, yeah.
Oh, I ain't know where we was going. Oh shit! I almost fell all the way
Yeah,
down.
you gotta be careful. And then turn around and jump down there.
All right.
And like you had already came down here because I remember you had died around that bend, but you got your stuff, right?
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah,
We can
'cause
kill this
I
guy.
had killed her. Okay.
But anyways, so so I just think it's interesting that they kind of making it seem like because one, I do agree that if you're a single parent and you get your children, I mean, it's the you praise the parent who got their child there. So whether both parents got their child to be a superstar sports player or whatever, or if it was one parent, I don't care. Whoever it is who managed to do that, they do deserve the praise because that, I mean, shit. That's incredible. If I got one of my kids into the fucking NFL, I'm gonna be walking around with his shirt on. Everybody need to be giving me high fives. Y'all need to know my name. Just I thought we got a beta, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Like
he
y'all
over
need
there in
to
front
know.
of us.
You see him? Oh, okay. Y'all need to know. Oh, I see him. Y'all need to know my name. Just as much as y'all know my son name. That's how I feel. But like I think if the parent took the time, I'm gonna kill this man while you fight
Oh,
him.
he dropped
If the
something.
parent, oh, okay, I'm trying to kill this man before he kill us. So, but my whole thing is like who my whole oh no, I didn't know there was another one. I died.
Mm.
I didn't
Oh,
realize
I
there
got a
were
hunter.
another one. I mean, well, the reality is you're gonna have to kill him on your own because the hunter is leaving.
Okay.
There's a grace light back there, so that's really all you got to do. And I
Not the
think
way I
there's
get
an
hang from,
item.
but
No, 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 to
oh,
the left, and then there's an item right ahead. But I don't think that you should fault if you're a single parent and your child chooses to run those streets, and you know that you didn't raise them that way. I don't think it's the single parent's fault. It's hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? And all you can do is teach your children the right way to go, but you do not control them. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it. You don't control them. So, but I don't think that you should be faulted if your children chooses the street life and they out here wilding out. Unless unless you know for certain that the reason why they out in these streets is the parents' fault.
Right.
And to be fair, sometimes it is.
Right.
But sometimes it's not. Like sometimes it's just not. It's just not. And that's my opinion on that.
Okay. Yeah, my opinion is that I just don't think that if a single parent
Go back to fast travel to the Dragon Temple and I write your name down.
uh,
I'm sorry.
I just think that if a single parent raises a kid to be great, I think they deserve the credit that a two-parent household should get, and maybe even more, because they did it all on their own. You said write my name down?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because they did it on their own, and I don't think that personally. I don't think that if that same parent, if a single parent raises a kid to be the opposite of great, they shouldn't get the equal blame as if
Yeah.
they raised the kid to be, because I think that is you have a better chance to raise a kid to be on the bad side than be great as a single parent. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think you
I
have a better
mean, when you wrote your comment, what you said is that, you know, raising children is a two-parent job, is a two-person job.
yeah.
So it's kind of fucked up to try to put all the blame on one person if they fail doing a job on their own when it's meant for two people to begin with.
Yeah.
And I agree with
Yeah.
that. That being said, though, even though my children ain't grown, they still young. God forbid they could turn out to be some crazies and some street menaces, but I ain't raising them that way.
Mhm.
I ain't raising them that way. I don't see it in them. Um, and I do think that I personally believe that what it comes down to is how you raise them. And it's hard. It's hard because, again, it's like you said, raising kids, it is a two-parent thing because I'm a mom. I'm not a dad. I got boys,
Mhm.
so certain things, it's like and I try to relate to them the way I can, but it's harder for me because I don't have a penis. I don't know, like I went through girl stuff. I didn't go through boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I only have one view of it,
Right.
but I still try to be relatable. I don't try to judge them. I still, try to give them the opportunity to speak. I apologize when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them feeling like I'm is it okay? I don't want them feeling like I'm attacking them. I want them to feel like they are loved. I don't encourage bad stuff, or at least, stuff that I think is bad. And I try to support them in a way that I know to support them.
Right.
But again, I'm only one side of the coin. You know,
Right.
because it's like you said, parenting is a two-person job. It's not a one-person job. It's a two-person job, and I do think that makes a huge difference. What did he leave you?
Some coins.
You gonna share some?
Yep.
He left you 99.
Nah, 75.
That's still a lot. I don't know where this person is. Is this door up here, Misty?
No.
Let's go in it. But I definitely, I don't agree though that like they should take all the blame if something goes wrong. I don't think that's fair for a person who's technically doing it on their own. Like if shit hits the fan, I do think that on some level the parent deserves some grace unless they was parenting recklessly.
Right.
Right. So, oh, there you go.
What?
The invader. Do
Uh,
we know this invader? Have we fought him before?
I don't know.
Oh, he want to fight too. He ain't leaving us no
Mm-hmm.
gifts. He too far away.
He ain't got nobody to help him. I'll tell you that.
Well, he trying to kill me.
I'm trying to keep him in between us.
Just don't let him put his hands on me. I don't want to die. He ain't got nothing to get from me anyway, to tell you the truth. I wonder, like, what? Yeah. He not that strong.
He not. Got him.
Good job. Let's see what he gave me. I ain't get nothing. Oh, I
Ugh.
got just like
I got
I got a
40,000. He
little
wasn't that
something. I was
strong.
gonna
That's
say
why.
like I only got like 100,000. Like I just
That's
got a little
why.
bit of
So
nothing.
I guess you get uh the amount you get is based on how strong they are. I think that just told
Hmm,
me.
I don't think so. I think it's based off of how much stuff they have in their pockets.
Oh, could be. Could be.
This is Misty, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. It's gonna be those God skins. However, I'm gonna tell you something that I took from this, and I think is kind of interesting, is how I feel like single moms, well, I won't even say single moms, I'll say single parents, even though it does seem like people tend to appreciate single dads
Mhm.
because there's so little of them, but it don't really seem like people really, like care for these single moms out here. And I don't get
Oh,
it.
really?
Do you understand it?
I
Do you
mean,
understand why people out here sitting here talking about it's almost like fuck these moms? When the majority of us, I mean, do you think it's probably like childhood trauma because maybe they did have some shitty moms?
it could be, but I don't think I was aware that that was a that big of a thing.
I must maybe I read one too many comments because the comments I was reading, I was just like, damn,
Mhm.
like damn, like the way they was in the comments gave me the impression that nobody was on the mama side.
No, what I took from it was that the fathers shouldn't get as much blame um as they be getting.
Well, and that's the thing too. Do they get blamed?
What you mean? But if they not
Like,
present,
yeah, like, do they
hell
get
yeah.
blamed?
That's the whole thing. Hell yeah, they do.
And people be like, he running the streets like that because his daddy ain't around.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah,
Hmm,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. All right, so let's see. We're gonna go to that Dragon Temple
Mhm.
transept, and then we're gonna go through that glossy door.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send you out.
But for the most part, you know, I guess that's the take on it. So you,
Yeah, cause I ain't got
duh.
no. You got something else you want to talk about?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Well, no, tell them about how you wanted to get your air condition vents cleaned, and some man showed up and tried to shake you down.
Um, yeah, I was trying to get my HVAC vents cleaned in my house. I reached out to a company. Well, where you want me to go?
To the Dragon's Temple transept.
Okay.
It's that one.
Okay.
And I mean, I'll write my name down. You the leader.
That's how you coming into my game.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So,
I wrote my name down, baby.
oh my bad. Where is it? Hold on. First of all, let me make my changes. Let me switch my little weapon. That's a pretty good weapon. I will say that. But yeah, I feel like my air wasn't flowing properly in my, you know, with my AC, and I kind of feel like maybe I need to get my vents clean, you know. And so I reached out to a company to see if they'd come out and clean my vents, my air vents, so so the airflow can the airflow can be better when I'm running my AC. And I reached out to this guy, and it was a flat price. I reached out to him maybe like a week before he was supposed to come out, and on the day that he was supposed to come out, because I didn't hear from him anymore from the time that I reached out and we scheduled the date for him to come out. I didn't hear from him anymore since then. So the day that he was supposed to come out, you know, I checked my emails just to make sure he didn't message me or anything, just to make sure he was still coming or just in case he sent me a message I might have missed, because I don't really be checking my emails like that. But I didn't get anything from him, so I just emailed him to see if everything was still good. And he said, yeah. Then I went over the details again, and I saw that in the notation of his advertisement, it was like it said something about consultation with this fee. So I emailed him to make sure that like, hey, am I paying you this flat free for a consultation? Like, or are you coming out for a consultation, or are you coming out to actually fix the problem? Because in that moment, if he was coming out just for a consultation and I had to pay him, I would have canceled it. Because I was in the mode of now I'm not paying him unless he's doing the job.
And he also asked, "Is there a consultation fee?"
Yeah, I asked what the
And he
consultation fee.
said no.
The dude said no. The fee that you'll be paying is for actually me doing the job. That's what he messaged back. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then he came. He ended up showing up, and he wanted the. Oh, what we about to? Huh?
We're
What
gonna
is
go and
this?
we're gonna fight the
Oh,
bosses.
okay.
Oh, you can summon somebody.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
yeah. I don't know if we might have summoned them last time too. I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, it makes them harder.
Yeah,
So, but okay.
yeah, it's all good. But the guy he showed up. He was like looking. He was looking at my vents. Then he was like, yeah, let me see your actual HVAC unit. I took him to go look at it, and he was like, he was like the HVAC unit needs to be cleaned itself. He's like it's mold and it's a little dusty or some shit he said about it. And I was like, oh okay. He said I wouldn't clean the vents without getting the HVAC system cleaned itself because the airflow. Oh, I gotta get away from this thing. Because all you'll be doing if I clean the vents, then you'll just be taking in more of this dust and mold that's, you know, that's clogging the actual HVAC. So I was like, all right, bet. So many words. Ultimately, I was like, all right, bet. And then, so I kind of just accepted that. Okay, he ain't gonna clean it because he felt like this HVAC joint got to be cleaned first, the actual HVAC system. And I wasn't gonna get that clean that day because the amount that was gonna cost.
Trying to charge like $3,000.
Yeah, it was like $3,000. It was a lot, and I was like, oh, I ain't got $3,000 to give you. Let me see.
Oh man, is the bad guy gonna come back again?
Probably so. I think it's a thing where they be coming back. A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's still a health on their bar.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, I ain't about to give him. I was like, man, I ain't got 3,000 to give you, so I was like, I'll sit back and think about everything and da da da. And he was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, think about it. Then he said, yeah, all you gotta do is give me $110 for just for coming out. And I was like, whoa, 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 $110. I said, nah. I said, I sent you an email saying that asking was this a consultation or was you gonna do the job? And he was like, yeah, it's not a consultation, but you still gotta come out. Then that was kind of easy. That was pretty easy.
I remember it being really
Yeah,
hard
no,
the
I took
first
it. It
time
was
we
hard
went
as
through it.
shit. He was like, no, this ain't a consultation, but ultimately he was telling me that he got to get something for
Now,
coming
meet me
out.
at that Grace Light.
What the one we just at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not the Dragon Temple, the Dragon Temple Transit. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. So, and I'm right, my name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was just basically pretty much trying to tell me. He wasn't saying that I gotta pay him. It was like he wasn't really pressing it, and I will say the dude wasn't like aggressive or nothing.
He
But he
was
was,
trying to get a tip,
yeah, it was.
but he was trying to do it in a way that wasn't right. And I just want to put it out there. I work with a company where we send people out. We do free. They do free estimates and everything else. You are not required to pay any. If it's a free estimate, that shit is free. If you have to pay anything, you have to sign an agreement along those lines stating that you are going to pay. You should be made aware of it prior to them coming out. Don't ever let nobody sit here and try to swindle you and hold you hostage and make you think that you got to pay some money, because I would have been pissed as hell. I would have been pissed as hell, and that shit ain't right. So don't, just putting it out there, because, times are hard. Things are getting crazy. People gonna be trying to get money however which way they can. And but just like how they need money, we need our money. So don't be letting nobody convince you and make you think that you got to pay the money when you don't. You know, like, we don't want our moms falling in no situation. I need help, I'm about to die. We don't want our moms falling into no situation like that. Our grandmothers, nothing. So, we just putting it out there that if somebody come to your house talk about, oh, well, you had me come out here. No, I ain't about to do no work, but you still need to give me something because I came out here. No, the hell you don't. You ain't got to give them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to give them nothing. If it wasn't no agreement prior to that you got to pay for them to come out there, then do not feel like you got to pay for them to be out there. Why is it so hard why is it much harder in my game? Goodness gracious. I got to pull myself together. And that's all I want. Don't be letting them out here convince you that you gotta dig into your coffers and pull out anything, because you don't. And that's all it is. You don't.
Yeah.
I'm almost about, well, I'm almost out of, part of the reason why I'm almost out of health though is because my flash allocations ain't the way it should be. To be fair, my shit ain't right. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, pretty much.
You saw your little friend show up talking about, hey, how are you?
Huh?
You
Yeah.
ain't see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Okay. Oh, them motherfuckers still okay. What happened? Hello? I don't even hear you no more. Did we stop it?
Stop it.
Oh, now I hear you.
Yeah, I had
Yeah, it went
muted
out.
myself. I had muted
Oh,
myself.
okay. I mean, I'm gonna stop it after we beat this nigga, I guess.
He about to be here. He did.
Okay.
Good. Cause I'm hot.
All right, so I guess that's just the gist of everything. All right, you got anything else?
Um, no.
Okay. All right. Well, until next time.
Yeah, just, you know, times are changing. I feel like we're reverting back to the 90s. If y'all lived during the 90s, y'all remember how it was. So just, watch over yourselves, watch over your loved ones. We have to come together as a community and look out for each other, help protect each other. Don't get drawn into no crazy shit. And that's it. And that's it.
Okay.
Just be careful. Just be careful and just take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. That's where we got to be right now. We got to take care of ourselves and we got to, you know, take care of one another. We can't be out here trying to, you know, take advantage of each other. If we see other people trying to take advantage, we need to step in, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we looking out for our children, our adults, all that good stuff. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got too much. That was it.
Okay.
Where you at? They sent you back to the crib site.
Yeah. Let me stop
I
it.
don't know how to get there from there. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go.